Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is your Liege Lord, the Godless Gamer, and you're watching episode 17 of Dutch's Legacy. Today, I'm really excited because we have our new wife here, who's blessing us with her presence here on the starting menu because we just married her. She's got pretty blue eyes, and I'm hoping that my children that we should have today, which is why I'm so excited. For some weird reason, I enjoy having children in this game. I can't really explain why. I think it's probably like the gambler in me, maybe, and I'm not really a gambler, but it satisfies that gamble, and it's just fun to strategically get marriages, specifically for congenital traits, and this is a great example of a marriage where we did a great job. We have access to every single congenital trait. No, not every single one, I'm sorry. There are other ones like fecund and stuff, but the big three, essentially, the physical traits, the intelligence traits, which I have, and then the beauty traits, which we also have. So we have all three, and there is potential for my children to have every single one of these traits. Maybe not the higher tier versions of them. Like, handsome is a tier 2, and robust for my wife is a tier 2 as well. So they might not get the tier 2 versions, but they should hopefully get at least one from every line. So today's going to be a great chance for us to have some more kids. I increased my wife's fertility a bunch. Between the episodes, I bought her another item, and I got her 10% more fertility. We did succeed in our seduce scheme last episode, so we are lovers, so that'll speed things up too. But there are other kinds of items like regalia and I think crowns sometimes give fertility. While we're traveling, because we're going to do the next leg of our journey here, and there was another thing I wanted to talk about, but one thing at a time. We're going to come down here to Iberia. There are so many locations. We actually have never been to this part of the map before. Not even my dad was in Spain. And there are a lot of really nice locations. They're all condensed. And since we got that perk in the stewardship line, we make money every time we go to a POI. So this is just a great opportunity for us to make money and get a bunch of different lifestyle experience. We're not going to take the sea route. We are going to go by land because I want to hit these along the way, trying to avoid this this plague here in France, which is looking pretty nasty. That's a nasty bit of plague right there. We do need to eventually come north through here, so hopefully by the time that happens, this plague will have dispersed a little bit. But let's have some fun judging our children. We haven't had kids yet, and I'm 34, so if we have a really good son right off the bat, that's okay. He could potentially still be my heir. But it all depends on congenital traits. It's really what it's all about. So I did everything I needed between the episodes. All the children are being educated that need to be educated. One of my nieces, remember, it was the hideous one. I need to find her. This is so mean. But I didn't want to have to worry about getting her married off. But she's hideous. I'm just finding a way to get rid of her. Between the episodes, I asked her to take the vows. And if she does accept, she will leave. I mean, that's kind of mean, but I just don't want to have to worry about getting her married off and stuff. And if she's going to be useless because her skills weren't impressive either, if she's not going to serve some kind of purpose, I might as well thin out. Yeah, I mean, like, look at her skills. They're not good at all. So if she's not going to accomplish or serve any purpose in my camp, I'm going to get rid of her. And that's a humane way of telling people to leave your camp, asking them to take vows. So that's what I did. We're going to move on now. We're leaving Italy. Oh yeah, what I wanted to talk about. This did happen at the end of the last episode, but I didn't notice it or talk about it. But remember, we were making our plans for when we come up to Holland and get ourselves landed. And I was looking on the bright side of things because at the time, Burgundy consisted of 2 kingdoms. The ruler had 2 kingdom titles. And I was just like, okay, that's not a problem because once he dies, his realm will split. But now it's too late because he created an empire title, which means that when he dies, his realm will stay together as an empire. It might, like, the intricacies of inside his empire might change dramatically, but his empire borders and his realm will stay as an empire as a result of this. So when the time comes and we come up here, because I'm getting a little nervous. The Holy Roman Empire now is expanding, and I don't want to have to fight the Holy Roman Empire in order to get myself landed here in Holland. There's still potential for me. Like, this county would be the simplest thing to fight, because I can just declare war on him and do an adventurer invasion. And the smaller the power, the easier the war would be. So if the Roman Empire, or the Holy Roman Empire, absorbs this, it's going to make things really, really difficult for me to get land. I just need to hope that this all stays as independent realms and doesn't get subsumed into the HRE. But look how ugly the realm is. I mean, they're big, but look how ugly it is. He didn't create this realm through conquest. This has to be the result of marriages and just weird things. Look how ugly that is. But he is pretty strong. He's not close to dying, at least currently. He's 57 and he's feeling fine. So, just interesting politics going on in the world. Especially in Europe. So I can scout for talent, no danger along the way. Excellent. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any schemes. Our seduce scheme with our wife is over, so I have room to do a scheme. I could go back to trying to sway the guy that didn't like me, but in between the episodes, I gave him a job. He's my head groom now, which improved his opinion, so I don't see any really big need to sway him anymore. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my wife here to learn a language. She knows High German. And most of Europe now that it's controlled by the Holy Roman Empire, most of Europe speaks High German. And since my wife loves me, since her opinion's really good, the learning language, the odds are excellent. So let's learn ourselves another language. We still have room for 4 more. Forgive me, guys. I've been doing a lot of talking. Casus Belli cost minus 50%. The most realistic war that I would fight is the one that I showed you. So it would reduce these costs by 50%. That's negligible. That's not that much. But I'm just using this county war as an example. Maybe we'll have to do a bigger one, and the costs will increase, and then maybe it will be more useful in the future, but Knight effectiveness would be good too. Okay, we're gonna go to England, and we're gonna go to a lot of POIs that have martial experience. So we're gonna get a lot more martial perks. I'm worrying about nothing, really. Let's do this one first. Knight effectiveness plus 75%. When the time comes, we're not gonna be explorers forever. When the time comes for us to claim our land and fight wars, we're gonna switch over to Swords for Hire. When I switch over to Swords for Hire, I get more knights, which is what I lack as a result of being explorers. I don't have a lot of knights. And then the special camp type, Swords for Hire, allows me to build more military-focused buildings, which are going to help me fight the wars that I'm going to fight, you know? So, switching over to a military-focused camp, we're not going to do it yet. We have more exploring to do. And we're wasting no time. Why am I getting... This has happened multiple times. I'm getting, like, depressing music. Why are we getting depressing music? This is a happy time. Alright, so my wife is pregnant. I can't wait. I'm so excited to judge my children. Alright, so while we're camped out here, let's do what we like to do. Let's make sure that we check for items, specifically regalia, so I can give it to my wife. Here's an intelligence guy. He's 37 years old. Is there any single lady that's around his age? I have a lot of younger ladies that just came of age. The children of some of my old camp members. I think... Did we get an event? Alright, we'll let more time go by. I think that niece declined to take the vows. I don't believe I have any single women of childbearing age. Oh no, this one's gonna... She'd be way too young for him. So I don't have any women his age, really, with congenital traits. I take that back. Well, she's not his age, but she does have a... If he was younger, yes. If he was younger, yes. Increase my stewardship by 1 in exchange for some stress. Hell yeah, that's worth it. Now there's a plague, which isn't good because this is near the holy site we want to go to, Santiago. Because we're going to do another pilgrimage here. It's most likely going to send us by sea to get here, but let's come to here. Let's come to Gibraltar first. No, it is having us go by land. Okay. Since it's sending us by land, I say we just do every single stop and we'll end in... I would have to double back to come up here, so do I want to come this way and work my way up to here? Let's just get to Gibraltar first, then we'll work our way up. In terms of provisions, that's actually not a lot of provisions to use. We can get ourselves more healing water. Sure, always a good opportunity. Always a good item. I took some stress, but that's okay. I have stress relieving. Oh no, I forgot to. I said to myself out loud, don't forget to buy things when you're in town, and I completely forgot to buy things when I'm in town. I'm sorry. Short-term memory. Alright, so I'm gonna do that first. The holding is occupied. Oh yeah, there's a war going on, so I can't. Okay, so we'll just move over. We'll move over 1. Where there's no war. Uncle has stopped bathing. Stopped even making an attempt to clean himself, even. A fact I'm brutally confronted with when several of my followers beg me to deal with him. I know what you're thinking, leader, but it's not laziness. It's a driver, and this is totally within Uncle. I'm glad I named this guy Uncle. I can actually do more work if I spend less time wiping away the sweat of the road. I want to be a hygiene disciplinarian. This is going to help the rest of my courtiers, their opinion. Let's do that. This murder scheme is still going on. Regalia. That exactly what we want. I'm buying it. I'm gonna run down my wife is gonna be so exhausted constantly having children. I don't have a lot of knights that I need to equip, so I can skip weapons and armor. I'm looking for diplomacy contracts, but it's not giving them to me. Learning contracts wouldn't be bad. We need to keep increasing our level of prestige, because prestige is what determines what tier contracts are available to you. Currently, we're only getting nothing. We're getting nothing but 1-star contracts. We want 2 and 3, but we need to increase our prestige to do that. So whatever gives me prestige rewards is what I'm going to focus on. We are in Muslim territory. But we do know Arabic. We speak Arabic, so... If we have an exceptional success, we'll get some prestige. I'll take it. I get some provisions, too, so that's another free way to get provisions without having to pay. We're about to get our next diplomacy lifestyle perk. This is the last one we're getting. I'm getting a known name, contract prestige rewards plus 20%. Maybe I should wait to get that perk before I accept this contract. Okay, now we're switching out of diplomacy. I'm hopping into intrigue very shortly. I want to protect myself and hopefully end this murder scheme that's still going. It's been going on for like an episode and a half, this murder scheme, and it refuses to go away. So we're going to jump into subterfuge and get into the intrigue lifestyle. I do want like weeds in a garden to increase our fertility. And then maybe I can get maybe 1 or 2 more perks, because I'm going to be stuck in here for a little bit. Let me see if there are anyone at Dread Gain. Nothing that's going to help me protect myself from hostile schemes. There's some help here. Enemy hostile scheme success chance against your courtiers. I don't think that helps me. We'll decide as time goes by. Maybe it'll be a non-issue, maybe. Hopefully the I don't know, man. This scheme is not going away. Okay, we'll accept this this contract now. The daylight slowly fades as I sit in Sheikh Mohammed's chamber by candlelight, frantically copying squiggly lines of ink from one sheet to another. My eyelids start drooping, and I nod off momentarily before I jerk awake. As far as I can tell, this particular passage seems related to domesticating and caring for animals. But by God, is it droning on and on. Hey, man, I would enjoy a book about animals and stuff. We have a puppy. And we have elephants that we have to take care of, so I'm all about the animals. 78%. We want to succeed. We need to get an exceptional success. All right, success. A few days have passed, and I'm making my way through the transcript. The current passage, however, is drier than gravel laid out in the sun. I like some of these metaphors or similes and stuff that the developers put in here. I can appreciate a good metaphor or simile. My mind starts to drift to other matters, and I blink a few times to force myself back to the realm of reality. The gist of the passage seems related to the courtesies of the Andalusian culture, which in and of itself isn't inherently stale. I casually observe a pit of hounds with human faces, scribbled in the margins while I ponder the situation. Alright, I can draw from my own inspiration, +2 towards successfully completing the contract. This one gives me +3, and there's potential to get another learning perk, but that's only 3%. Or learning skill. Alright, our learning is working out for us. I'm nearing the end of the transcript, which is going so far. Once again, the scribe of this manuscript is taking the most dreary approach possible to the subject matter. My gaze sticks on the attendant, an infinitely more interesting sight, until he gives me a suspicious look, prompting me to go back to the text. The passage itself seems related to the Battle of Isbilia, which would interest readers, had it been less stilted. I only have one... Okay. I just need 1. I have a score of 6 out of 7, so I just need +1. This one is guaranteed to give me +2, and I gain some more prestige. He flips through the pages, an intrigued look on his face. Well, this manuscript is certainly more interesting than I remember. We got 8 out of 9 towards an exceptional. Alright, so I messed up. We got some prestige with the option that we chose at the end, which made up for the fact that I didn't get the full reward. Our stress isn't that bad. There's something that I want to do, but I want a reason to do it. I want some more stress so I can justify doing meditate in seclusion. Not only do I lose stress, but there's potential for me to gain traits and increase my learning skill. But I'm not going to use this unless I have stress. Okay, let's get out of this war-torn area. And we'll make our way up to Santiago. We cannot camp in Santiago because I want to go on a pilgrimage here. But it seems to be clear of plague. Coruña seems to be okay. Yeah, we have to go through some plague danger. So, screw scouting for talent. We're bringing medical supplies. Plague danger -52. That should solve the problem. Let's do another zigzaggy path. Yeah, I just don't want to camp in a plague area. We want to go through it quickly, get out, and then we'll camp here, and then go on our pilgrimage to Santiago. The less time we spend in plague areas, the better. So we won't camp there. How are we doing on supply? We're fine. A chance to get the gardener trait, which helps with stress. And improves opinions. 50-50. That's definitely worth the prestige. Definitely worth it, even if I fail. Even if I fail, I get a health boost. This is a really good event. I really enjoy this trait. I got it. This reduces the cost of pilgrimages, which are about well-timed. Well-timed perk. Hold on. Size of men-at-arms regiments +1. And I get another job, the armor, army damage plus. This is going to come in handy later down the line when we're fighting wars. And I'm pretty sure that once I convert to a military camp, we're going to keep our supply tent. I'm not going to demolish this building and exchange it with something else. This is something that's going to stick with my camp, no matter what camp type we are. So we'll get the stocked arsenal. It'll increase my men-at-arms regiment size by 1, and then I think I can still increase the elephants that I have. I'm getting that. Oh, no. No, we can't. We're already over our elephant limit. We're at 3 out of 2. Improving that will just get it to 3 out of 3. So I won't be able to upgrade my elephants again. Which kind of sucks. Maybe there will be buildings available to us that'll let us upgrade them again. Leave me alone. Travel speed, yeah. I don't trust creepy men who live in caves saying they can predict the future. Apparently, your ability to predict the future didn't help you out. You're living in a cave. So, we had a son. Did he get blue eyes? I think he did. It's hard to see. He got handsome and robust. He didn't get an intelligence trait, but he's still impressive. He's still impressive. He got the tier 2 versions. He didn't just get tier 1. He got tier 2. He is impressive. The intelligence line is my favorite line, but I like him. He's allowed to be Dutch until we find a better son, because my heirs will always be named Dutch. So unless we have a better son later down the line, we can just rename him. Okay, so we're safe. No plague here. Now that I have children, I have to be doubly careful about that. And let's raise my son. More characters who all have, like, the same theme, or these two people do. They're almost identical with their skills. And their traits. I don't like this. Game, stop doing this. Give me more variety, please. Give me more variety. I want to do this. I want to do a round of dice because it's stress relief. And I have the chance to get some money. Nope, I lost. My current crown isn't the best, but the secondary modifier is better. Opinions. I don't have vassals. Alright, I would have gotten something for my wife, but nothing that helps with fertility. Dude, what the hell? I'm an explorer-type camp. Finds more diplomacy and intrigue. We're barely getting any diplomacy contracts. I'll take the stewardship ones. Here's one. Here's a diplomacy. Performing in a play. Alright, let's do that, and then we're going on our pilgrimage. I want some more prestige here. No money benefits, but whatever. We're still working on our inheritance, and we made a bunch of money traveling to all those places because we got 20 gold each. So money's not an issue. My followers are fighting, but since I'm so good at diplomacy, I can break them up. And they appreciate it. They like me more for it. Two of my followers want to wed my niece. And my nephew. I think that's allowed with Catholicism. Marriage type, or no, where does it say here? Marriage between cousins, aunts, nephews, and uncles and nieces is allowed. Sexual relations between cousins, aunts, and nephews, and uncles and nieces will not give the incest secret. So this is allowed according to Catholicism. It is just a little gross, but there is a risk that their children could be inbred because they're too closely related. They're cousins. That's kind of gross. No, thank you. Forbid them. No. No, please. No, thank you. The fact that I even kind of considered that momentarily bothers me. Like, if they were, like, second or third cousins, like, extended cousins, sure, that's one thing. But it wouldn't have been worth it. Like, she was the only one that had the traits. He didn't have anything. Alright, so that's a lot of prestige there. Thank you. Successful play. We're so close to being illustrious. I think when you become illustrious, you qualify for Tier 2 contracts. I can't go to another university for 11 years, so that has to wait. But we can do it again. But we can do another pilgrimage. I don't know how long this is going to be under the control of Catholicism, so I'm glad we're here now. And that we're doing this now. I'll do zealotry again. Passing through the Sheikdom of Pravia, we take the opportunity to visit the Church of Luarca, an Hispania center of Catholic authority and worship. Rodrigo, a local minor priest, gives us a tour of the grounds and buildings. He relates the history, he points out the artworks produced by the local monastics, who are now gathered in their midday prayers. More piety. How are we doing on piety? Oh, we're almost a paragon of virtue. We're close to both of these. Nice. We're gonna get a big piety reward at the end of the pilgrimage. So let's get prestige instead. What a sorry excuse for we insult him. But the pilgrimage will be more pious this way. Okay, let's focus on piety for this instead of prestige. We'll be nice and make the pilgrimage more pious. My last one in Rome didn't... We only got to tier 1 last time, so maybe it'll be better this time. And now that my son was born, he'll become a little pilgrim. He's a tiny little pilgrim. He's a chubby-cheeked pilgrim. There's only so much a man can pray without looking for other equally important ways to spend one's time. And Count Pedro has a lovely residence, and he so kindly allows me to visit. This guy joins my camp. Nah, not interested. I don't want this guy, so we're gonna ignore him. Because I'm ambitious, this is stressful, apparently. Well, I don't care. I'm not just gonna let any old chump into my camp. My wife is pregnant again. Alright, does he want to absolve me of my sins? I pay him 50 gold, because that's what all these religious types want anyway, alright? It's just my money. Alright, my stocked arsenal is complete, which unlocked... Where's my armorer? I should have gotten the... Oh, no. She was my armorer previously, and now she just got the job back, I think. Or did I already have a building that gives me an armorer job? I do. Roaming Smithy already gave me the armorer job. So this was... Okay, so this is a result of me not paying attention. Maybe I'll just get rid of the roaming Smithy. My elephants are considered heavy cavalry. No, they're considered... They're a unique type, so this doesn't even help my elephants. They're not considered heavy cavalry. Because I was thinking for a second, do my elephants benefit from this? They don't. Okay, so before we destroy this, let's build the last one. And then I'll try to remember to get rid of the other one. Chief Forager. So now we have 3 out of 3 elephants. I can't upgrade them again. We're almost done learning our wife's language. The markets of Santiago are bustling with merchants shouting in languages that I've never heard and selling spices that I've never tasted. Alright, well, I know a lot of languages, so... We only got to level 1. Maybe it's because we didn't travel so far to get here, because we just had to travel a short distance. Because it was the same case with Rome, and it's basically the same results as the last one. Alright, whatever. We're a paragon of virtue now. That's another holy site for Catholicism in our pocket. Been to Santiago, been to the Vatican... been to Jerusalem. We still need to hit Canterbury and Cologne. The plague is gone. It's gone. And the plague here in southern France is going away too. We're gonna move camp to Santiago just temporarily so I can look for some more contracts. Maybe we'll get tier 2 ones now, because oh no, I didn't get illustrious. But we're really close to getting it. You can start a legend. Legends are useful for gaining legitimacy, renown, prestige, piety, traits, and claims. All of which are great. I'll check that out in a second. Just a car contract. Do a passage of arms. That's the Justicar contract we got. So, didn't get lucky. We didn't get rescue a fair subject. And, yeah, still no tier 2 contracts. I just want to check the prestige rewards. There's 180 here for escorting an emissary. Hopefully not far, but I'll consider it. I tend to avoid these traveling ones, because I don't know where they're going to send me. It doesn't tell you. It just says to a distant county. It would be really nice to know where. 73 gold as a reward. This one's 79. This one's 81. The boundary disputes don't give you much prestige reward. Let me see the passage of arms. 90. Alright, we'll try this traveling one. I need patrons. Please don't send me halfway across the world. Please. No, it's not far. Okay, good. Good. Let's go dungeon diving. Discovered a small trinket, which is a piece of crap. Let's check this out. Start forming a legend from the legend seeds list below, or find an existing forming legend that you want to promote. Promoting a legend will help it spread and grant you benefits. You're not promoting a legend. So I'm not super familiar with this mechanic, so I just want to read the little tooltips. A promoted legend is a legend owned by a different ruler that is being supported by legend promoters, who pay a monthly contribution to get some of its bonuses. A legend represents important deeds that a character achieved in life and are created from legend seeds. Legends are powerful ways to obtain legitimacy and other possible rewards, like skill increases, opinion bonuses, renown, prestige, or piety. Baronies in which a legend has spread may also receive additional effects, if held by the legend owner or a legend promoter. Legends have a legend type that governs those rewards. They can be legitimizing, holy, or heroic. Each legend also has a legend quality level, which influences the strength of those rewards as well as its spread. There are 2 legend seeds. Pilgrim of the World. Leader Dutch of the Van Der Linde expedition's devotedness to life, to the endless uphill journey to heaven. Only God truly knows all of the deeds that occurred on Dutch's holy path to salvation. Now, this would fit us. Monthly piety plus 10% up to 25%. Diplomacy per level of devotion plus 0 to plus 2. Learning benefits and piety. And then this one doesn't help us because we're not landed or anything. But this would make sense. This would be an interesting role-playing legend to start because, I mean, we're pilgrims. We've been to almost every Catholic holy site. It would just cost me more gold than I'm making. I would go into the red and I would start having a drain on my... Alright, I would be the protagonist. Gain access to Commission Legend Artifact Decision, allowing you to commission a chronicle to commemorate your legend. I gain 100 legitimacy. Legitimacy represents the right to reign of a ruler. Vassals also generate legitimacy expectations that the liege is supposed to meet. Only rulers have legitimacy, which is calculated at the moment they become rulers, and results in their initial legitimacy. A fraction of the legitimacy of the previous ruler is also inherited by their heir. Legitimacy affects many of the game systems, making marriage proposals, vacillation and alliances more likely to be accepted, and claims cheaper, as well as swinging the scales of power in a regency. Legitimacy has 5 levels. Now, I'm just thinking, it would be interesting to do, and I kind of want to do it just to see, like, what kind of stuff it would do. I have the money, but as time goes by, it's going to start eating into my income, and I would have to be really, really focused on making money and taking a lot of contracts, because I don't have a lot of base income. I'm not making enough to compensate for this 4.8 a month. I enjoy right now just being able to spend freely without not having to worry about money issues. This would create some anxiety for me because it would cause me to go into the red, you know? You cannot complete or abandon the legend for 5 years. You know what? Let's do it. I'm doing it. This is a new thing, guys, and I really want to keep things... I really want to enjoy the new mechanics here from the game, so we're doing it. I don't think I'll regret this. We'll just try to keep an eye on our money. Leader Dutch of the Van Der Linde expedition was born from the pool of Leader Dutch of the Van Der Linde expedition's own flesh and blood. With the natural power of this great lineage, was there ever any doubt that he would achieve great things? The Dutch's mission from God was clear. He was to do wonders. All Christians keep Leader Dutch of the Van Der Linde expedition in their hearts, but none knew the miracles Dutch was yet to perform. Amidst the whispers of doubt and the shadows of disbelief among the populace, Leader Dutch stood unwavering in his faith. It all seemed lost, blood painted on the battlefield. Spears were planted on the ground, abandoned by their wielders, but Dutch fell to his knees, mouth filled with prayers. Flowers blossomed from the lances, the enemies dropped to the ground, having witnessed a miracle. The roads of the faithful were accosted by the godless, and with a blade, the godless gamer, and with a blade blessed by the almighty Dutch did chase them all away. But yet wild beasts and serpents would still wander onto the path and do injury unto the faithful. So Dutch did pull out his lyre and charm God's creation out of the lands. Dutch had worked tirelessly for all of Christianity and fought the minions of Satan here on earth. But at last his struggles were at an end, the divine plan fulfilled. He lived a life of great honor and piety. So this is our chronicle or whatever. I can't complete it. Completing a legend makes it impossible to start again. Gaining access to the Commission Legend Artifact Decision, allowing you to commission a chronicle to commemorate. Alright, yeah. For 5 years. I can't complete... Pilgrim to the World must spread to 100 baronies. Currently 1. Alright, guys. So, if anything, we're just doing this for fun, and we'll see how it turns out. So we started a legend. We're just about to learn our wife's language in a month. Hey guys, I'm noticing that the murder scheme, the odds are getting more and more impressive as time goes by. So it's not going to be in the negatives forever. I'm getting nervous. I don't understand why this isn't going away. And I know who's doing it. Pretty much. It was my sister. It's a good thing that I'm having kids now. It's this sister here. The one that we became friends with in order to end our rivalry, but it just didn't end the scheme. I'm getting really pissed now. Success chance, max 0%. So once it gets to 0%, it won't get any higher? Whatever. I have to stay withdrawn from view, which negatively affects my stress and general opinion. I don't want to have to stay on this forever. It's getting annoying. Alright, get some prestige. Increase my martial point by 1, 95%. 93. I'm not getting patrons? Are we done yet? Oh, no, here we go. We're still doing it. Didn't we just get back home? I misread something and I accidentally insulted somebody. Gained some opinion, 81%. Yes, we learned my wife's language. So now I know High German. And that'll improve her opinion now. And now we can talk dirty to our wife in her own language. There's a grand tournament nearby. There's one really close. This ill woman is running a tournament. It's only one event. It's just a recital. And recitals are good for diplomacy. Or strong diplomacy helps with recitals, I think. I'm going to do it very quickly, guys. It's really close. We want to increase our odds of success. The wit trait, which ours is level 3. So we should be really good at this. Another son. He did get the intelligence trait, but he only got 2 traits, and they're both just the tier 1s. Okay, this one's gonna be Arthur. Not Bartholomew. Arthur. It looks like the plague in southern France is flaring up again. It's time to show the world my skill. Adiva glares at me intently, scroll and quill still in hand. She takes a deep breath and begins spewing some total nonsense I have no hope of understanding. Clearly, whatever she is saying matters a lot to her as she continues to stare me down intently. As a few members of the hushed crowd gasp and whisper, doubtlessly translating the verses to their friends. We gained our level of fame, so now we should have access to level 2, or tier 2 contracts. Your score increases greatly. So yeah, oh no, this is a learning challenge, learning. Yeah, we'll do that one. The crowd hollers and cheers as I complete my latest recital. A piece designed to target Flame's honor and show how much greater my wit truly is. There are no doubts in anyone's mind who the clear winner is, but in the sheer euphoria of the moment, I feel the urge to loose a new poem into my adoring. Encore? We're doing an encore? One more. Yes. Your score increases immensely. Yes. Night begins to fall on the scene, but torches light the competition as it continues. I talk to myself under my breath, readying my lips for the next round, as I reminisce about the happenings so far. Like when I step forward to take my turn, ascending the steps to the dais, it's time for the final verse. Diplomacy and martial, diplomacy and learning, that's our best one. Appeal to a higher power, yeah. I finished my final verse. Has happened. My score decreases greatly. What? We just lost. Oh no, maybe we won. I'm not familiar with this. Oh no, we won. I'm so confused. Alright, we got a new trait. Iambic Virtuoso. What is that? Diplomacy +3 for how long? Until 934. 5 years. Okay. Alright, that was an easy tournament. I thought we were going to lose there for a second, but then we won. Some more prestige and I made some prize money. Okay, let's drop this roaming smithy. I already have a Chief Forager open. But this would reduce, even though I already have the Chief Forager, I would get more provision, or less provision use while I'm traveling. I'll do that. It's only 54 gold. And then I can finally move on to another building, because I need to upgrade some of these. Like my mess tent I haven't touched in a while. We'll work on that one next. Alright, let's get back home. We'll check contracts again. Look for more Justicar contracts. I have a lot of items that I need to start giving away to people. Finally, some diplomacy contracts. Improve ruler reputation. That should have a lot of prestige rewards. 180. We finally have a 2-star. I just realized this one's a 2-star. That one was a 1-star. Let's check the 2-star one. 270 with an exceptional success here. To all upstanding, trustworthy fellows, good employment and service of Duke Bertugal may be found. He will become my patron, right? Yes, he will. Those other contracts that I accepted didn't give me any more patrons. But this one will. Let's do it. I know I'm lingering in Spain here for a long time, but I don't see why not. We have a lot of available contracts, and we really need to focus on money making now, because I'm gonna go into debt if I don't. Now the murder scheme's at minus 85%. Oh, we just hit an hour. Literally just hit an hour. Okay, we're gonna finish this scheme. We finally discovered the scheme. And it was my sister. She abandoned it. Finally. What's going on? Why isn't this scheme over? Did I not do what I was supposed to do? Is there somebody new in my camp? Yeah, he's my guest. Where am I supposed to bring him? Whatever. Screw it. I don't care. Leave me alone. There was probably an easy problem to solve in order to do that. I just don't have the patience. I retreat to my chambers one evening, exhausted and weary from yet another day of tedium and monotony. As I lay on the edge of sleep, I am suddenly stirred awake by the shrill screeching of metal on stone. I shoot awake and see a shadowy figure at the edge of my bed. His toothy grin, the only illuminated part of him I can see clearly. I cannot move, I can only stare as he steps towards me, dagger in hand. Then, suddenly, I wake once more. He has marked me with his visit. I fear that I will be collected by death very soon. A fate I must change. I must become immortal? I'm hoping there are no downsides to this, but I'm choosing that one. Okay, we can end the scheme now. Okay, lords and ladies, we're gonna head back. We're going to end this one in Santiago. We did some traveling, not as much as I thought we were going to do, but we banged out the Iberian Peninsula, and we did travel on a... Oh, we did make a pilgrimage to Santiago. We're starting to have kids now. We had 2 sons. The first one is a little bit more impressive than the next one, even though I like the quick trait. I like it more than the other ones, but this son has the tier 2 ones. So we're off to a good start with our family. We have 2 sons already. Okay. This is something that I can probably read, but this is a new option for us. I'll read this and do a little bit of investigating, but it costs a lot of piety, which I have. I'm making a lot of piety in the background, so 2,500 isn't that much. So maybe we can become zealous, which makes sense because we're doing a religious thing for this character. So it might make sense to do this one, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'll look into it, and I'll do it at the beginning of the next one, maybe. But that's going to do it for this one. So we talked about our potential, like, the future. Oh my god, they absorbed Holland. I'm pissed. Oh, no, this guy's still independent. He's still an independent count. Are you serious? That is so annoying. Of course, a big empire is forming just as we're getting to the point where I wanted to land myself. And I'm willing to bet that this count is going to fall soon. This is not going to stay like this forever. Now, I could try to rush to here and get myself landed quickly before this all happens, but I don't think I have enough time to do that. We'll figure it out. I really do want to travel to England and finish the rest of these points of interest. And I want to get all this. Why couldn't this have just waited like a few years? Whatever. Alright guys, before I keep... I always notice things at the end of the episode, but I won't go on and on. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do that. We are so close to 2100. So hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 18 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.